Here is a question that sounds too simple to be interesting. To multiply two 2x2 matrices, how many times do you actually have to multiply two numbers together? The answer looks obvious. Each entry of the result is a row times a column, which is two products added together. 4 entries, two products each. 8. 8 feels like a hard floor. Every entry genuinely needs its own two products, so where would you even find a multiplication to delete? It turns out you can delete one, and that single deletion is the whole story. Before the trick, the reason to care. Matrix multiplication is one of the most run operations in all of computing, and the real cost is never 2x2. It is what happens when you do this to enormous matrices over and over. Keep that in your back pocket. First, I have to convince you that 7 is even possible, because the first time you see it, it honestly looks like cheating. In 1969, Volker Strassen found the move. The idea is to stop multiplying single entries against single entries. Instead, you multiply sums and differences of entries, chosen so that all the junk cancels later. The first product adds A and D, adds E and H, and multiplies those two sums. That is one multiplication, but it secretly carries 4 of the terms we are going to need. The next 3 are simpler: C plus D times EA times F minus H, and D times G minus E. Each one is still just a single multiplication of a small combination. And 3 more, A plus B times H, C minus A times the quantity E plus F, and B minus D times the quantity G plus H. That is all 7. And notice, we never once multiplied 2 of the original entries directly. Now the payoff of choosing them that way. Take the first product, add the fourth, subtract the fifth, add the seventh. Watch what survives. Everything cancels except A times E plus B times G. That is exactly the top left entry of the answer, and we built it without ever forming those two products on their own. The top right entry is easier. Just the third product plus the fifth. Bottom left, the second product plus the fourth. And the bottom right, the first minus the second plus the third plus the sixth. Once again, the extra terms wipe each other out. 4 correct entries. Now count the multiplications we actually used to get all of them. 7, not 8. Here is the thing you are probably worried about, and you are right to worry. We paid for that one saved multiplication with a pile of extra additions. 18 of them instead of 4. For 2 plain numbers, that is a terrible trade. Adding is basically free either way, and you gave up a lot of it to save a single multiply. So why did anyone care? Because the entries never had to be numbers. They can be matrices. Split one big matrix into 4 blocks, and the exact same 7-product recipe multiplies the blocks. Now the trade flips completely. Adding 2 blocks is cheap. But multiplying 2 blocks is another whole matrix multiplication. So every multiply you avoid is an entire expensive subproblem you never have to solve. So do it recursively. The naive method breaks each multiply into 8 smaller multiplies and each of those into 8 more. Strassen breaks each into only 7. That little gap between 8 and 7, compounded down every level of the tree, is the entire game. 8 branches gives you a total cost of n cubed. 7 branches give you n to the log base 2 of 7. Log base 2 of 7 is about 2.807. So the cost drops from n cubed to roughly n to the 2.8. That gap looks tiny, but at the size of matrices real systems multiply, it is enormous. For 2x2 matrices, 7 is the end of the road. You can actually prove you cannot do it in 6. Strassen hit the floor in 1969. But 2x2 is the easy case. The real question is bigger blocks, 3x3, 4x4, and up. And there the search space explodes, and human progress mostly stalled. To let the machine search that space, you first have to turn the whole question into an object it can play with. So you write the rule for multiplying matrices as one grid of numbers in 3 dimensions. A tensor. Here is the beautiful part. The fewest simple building blocks you can add together to rebuild that cube is exactly the fewest multiplications the algorithm needs. Strassen 7 is a way to rebuild the 2x2 cube out of 7 blocks. That reframing is what makes it a game. Start from the full cube. Each move subtracts 1 building block. Reach the empty cube in as few moves as you can, because fewer moves is literally a faster algorithm. In 2022, DeepMind built a player for exactly this game and called it AlphaTensor. It is the same family of method as the programs that mastered Go, learning by playing the tensor game against itself millions of times. For one particular version, it worked over the field with 2 elements. A world where the only numbers are 0 and 1, and 1 plus 1 loops back to 0. Strange, but a perfectly real arithmetic, and a natural place to hunt. For 4x4 matrices, the best humans had was to just apply Strassen twice. 7 times 7, 49 multiplications. AlphaTensor found a way to do it in 47. 2 fewer. That sounds small. But that 49 had stood since 1969. For 53 years, nobody working by hand had found anything better for this case. A machine did. And here is the part worth sitting with. The machine did not prove a theorem. It did not tell us that 47 is the best possible. It found a construction. It found a specific, checkable recipe sitting in a space far too large and too unintuitive for a person to search by hand. That is the genuinely new thing. Not a smarter mathematician. A searcher, finding structure we could not reach. For 50 years, this frontier moved when a human had an insight. Now, it can also move when a machine finds one we would have walked right past.